Hey everybody, welcome back to Kali Konversation with Mirik
and me, Naeem.
and our very lovely special guest.
Rhonda Collins.
And I didn't have, did you notice I didn't even have to mess up that name?
No. No.
Thank you.
I'm going to make sure you get it right, always, okay? Not
She
Rhoda,
preempted you on that.
Rhonda.
He was like, he's going to get it wrong. Rhonda Collins, get it right.
I love it. So, a few weeks back, we had a guest on by the name of Scott Ferrer.
This is what I deal with every single
I love
time.
it. I
Every
love
single
it.
time.
Hey, get your first name right there.
Ferreira.
Scott.
Ferreira.
And he worked with juvenile kids and stuff, and he had some fascinating stories.
Yes.
Now, you know, and that brought to mind you, and we've known you for what, about 5, 6 years?
About 5 years now. Yeah.
Now, folks, I want you to understand, when we first met her, this wasn't the same girl that we met.
At all.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was a journey.
It has been a wonderful journey for me. And when I retired, I've been retired 6 years now.
From where?
From San Mateo County Probation Department. I've worked more than 32 years for San Mateo County in all capacities prior to my retirement.
Wow.
And
You don't look a day over 30. How did you retire?
You know, that's what I hear all the time, you know.
I am so lucky I'm married because I'd be hitting on you all day.
It is called good jeans.
Good jeans?
Okay.
Okay.
Good, great jeans.
She's not even wearing jeans right now.
No jeans on. I had to I'll be in the gym, so I had to put my gym setting on.
I like
you know.
it. You look awesome.
So thank you. And no, for me, it was. You try to keep yourself busy when you retire. I thought I'd be working another 10 years because I absolutely loved what I did in terms of working for the probation department and what it meant to me and what we stood for.
Right.
And so when I retired, it's like you start cleaning a room, and then as soon as you get that room done, somebody comes in and takes it over, like, oh, new space. And then I was going through these things, and I thought, no, I don't want to do this. I'm not a housewife, and never have been. I keep a good house, but I'm not a housewife. And
Good distinction.
I said, what do I need to do? What I want to do for me? And I picked up the phone and I called Futaba, who we have been friends for a long time.
Right.
Oh, really?
Futaba,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't remember, Futaba is the owner of the gym that we
Physique,
teach out of,
Magnifique.
and when we do a lot of our interviews. So
Oh, yes.
just want to clarify.
Physique,
shout
Magnifique. So our daughters went to middle school and high school together. So we've known each other for a very long time.
Oh, wow.
And I picked up the phone and I said, I want to join your gym, but I don't just want to join. I need help. And she said, okay. And she set me up. And I think I started 2 days a week.
Yes.
And then it started to get a little bit stronger. I said, I can add a day. And then I said, well, I can add a day. And so now, even during this COVID, I have been working out at home 6 days a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
That takes
Now,
dedication.
folks, we haven't seen you in almost a year.
I
has
know.
been a
I
year.
When
feel
she walked in
good.
here, I was like, holy cow, who's this woman? Right?
I
I'm like,
know.
wow. How much weight did you actually lose?
So overall, since I began my journey, I've lost 130 pounds.
Really?
From the beginning. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. And over this COVID year,
Yeah.
you know,
Usually,
it's easy.
I gained a little weight.
Well,
on
you know,
Yeah, he
it's,
did.
it's easy to get a little depressed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very.
You know,
Very.
and then I noticed that I was slacking off a little bit on my workouts in the beginning and whatnot, and all of a sudden, no chips became like 3 different type of chips on the counter. And I just said, okay, no, I don't want to undo. And at that point, I had been down about 90 pounds, you know.
Okay.
And so I switched, and I said, I can't out-exercise a bad diet, as we all know and hear.
It's easy to gain.
Yeah.
It is.
So I switched to low carb during this COVID lockdown, shelter in place, and
Lockdown is good.
Yeah.
Lockdown.
It's a good way of saying it.
Yeah, it's a lockdown for me because I like to go. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
oh
talk
my
about
God.
not being a housewife.
Yeah,
Now you're
no,
at
I'm not
home
Now you're stuck being
all day.
And I can't. My husband tells me you need to sit down. I keep going all day long. I don't want to get in a routine of sitting and
Right.
watching TV and doing things
Right.
like that.
Then you get sloppy,
Yeah,
and then you.
we're totally messing up her
Yeah,
rhythm
no,
today.
no,
She's like,
no,
well,
it-
sit down.
it-
Well,
So-
we're gonna have her beat up Naeem at the end of this.
Maybe.
We're gonna have a demo.
I told him I should have brought my handcuffs, right?
Oh.
I have my vest, my handcuff, everything.
Oh, all right.
But I switched to a low carb, and that's kind of what I maintain right now. So
That's awesome.
I've dropped another 40 from that point, and have my physical, and
Dude, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
do a black
Effort.
belt with us.
you know,
When you
I'm
join my
ready.
club.
I think I can physically do it. Before, it's just no way, and
No,
physically
let me ask
I
you
can
this
do
because
that.
I used to have problems with this too. You being 130 plus pounds back then, you almost didn't want to go out and do things.
No, it's just interesting
I mean,
for me.
especially if, like if we were. I mean, I had invited you to take our class before, and
Yeah.
like you're saying, I was like, I wasn't.
Wasn't ready. I wasn't
Right.
ready. I wasn't ready for a lot of reasons, because I know I have to only compete within,
Right.
Yeah.
and not have to prove anything to anyone else, and then keep that constant, because I'm extremely competitive.
Yeah, we know.
God. I like, it's on, okay? If you dealing with me, playing a game, whatever, it's on. And
I've seen her work out, yeah.
Yeah, and so, right, because I don't play. I don't come to play. And so I had to just kind of encapsulate
Right.
this journey that I'm on, and even still I have ways to go, but I don't focus on how much further I have to go,
Right.
but
You're
how
just
far
living in
I've
the moment
come,
and just keep going.
how far I've
Yeah.
come, where I'm at, how I
appreciate
feel,
where you are, yeah.
Dude, you look marvelous.
You
I
look
feel
great. It's
great.
crazy. You look wonderful,
All
yeah.
right, my head is growing by the month. Today, actually, I would love to share is my 4th anniversary of being cancer free.
Wow,
So
and you're also
today-
a
You're a
cancer
cancer
survivor?
survivor?
Yeah.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, yes.
Dude, you were just
So,
full of surprises and
yeah,
impressiveness.
that kind of happened
Oh.
about that year and a half mark in my journey, my fitness journey, and when my doctor told me about it, I said, okay, let's bring it
What do I
on,
gotta do?
So
bring
you
it
didn't
on.
even have a down. You wouldn't
No,
even
it
have
was
a-
like, bring it on. So when I was at my heaviest, I was in the mix. I was involved. I was active. You don't realize how the pounds pound on, and then you just do. So going withdrawn, I'm not a withdrawn type of person.
No,
so
not at all.
I was very much, I was very much on the go.
If you said you were shy, we would call BS so
I'm not
fast.
shy. I'm not shy. But I'm a firm believer of when you give 100 to your employment, to your
Right,
job,
right.
to your profession, you equally have to do that with your family. So they get
Right.
125.
Right.
So there was no downtime. There was not a time for me to.
There was no Rhonda time.
Yeah,
It was always family
yeah.
or work.
Thank you. It's exactly right, because for me now, I'm okay that selfish is not a bad thing.
No.
And that I
Well, you
get
have
to
to be
put myself.
sometimes. You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, and we tell people too, that you have to take care of yourself first before you can
Absolutely.
take care of anybody else. Because if you
Absolutely.
don't, they're not going to get any help.
Absolutely.
When you crash and
Absolutely.
fall.
Right.
He says that, but he's one
But
of the
he's one of
worst
the
at
worst
it.
at
Yes,
it.
exactly.
And then we've had conversations before how wifey was on your case. So
She's always on me.
no,
You know, the thing, she is my strength, though. I will tell you that.
Yes.
She's the only person that has actually been able to kick my ass. The right way. I mean, she
Right.
sets me,
Yeah.
on the path of
Yeah.
the righteousness, because she will hurt me so bad.
Yeah.
She has one of our heavy sticks on the side of the bed.
Just
If I-
in case you
I
get.
got one of them too.
If I get too frisky, she'll just back off. I'm like, okay. My bad. So I come here to the gym to beat him up because I get it at home.
It's the frustration of his life.
But that's about married life, and both of you gentlemen are happily married.
Oh. Look over there.
See,
She hasn't.
see?
She
You
didn't
haven't
hear.
been told the news. I'll tell you about it after.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I am happy. I'm just not necessarily married.
Oh,
But we're good, we're
okay. It's friends because of
Yes.
co-parenting.
Oh yeah,
and
we actually just set up
see,
a vacation.
I
We're
hope
going to
that was-
Hawaii in a couple months. Yeah, all
for
four of us.
family
Yeah,
vacation.
yeah.
And I wasn't invited.
No, you're not part of that family. No, just the girls and I.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll fly myself over there and just
Oh,
ruin
you
everything.
Just show up. Just show up. That's
I
what
have my own plane.
Yeah, I
so
know
there.
he works for United, so he'll show up. Yeah. He'll be
Oh,
like, hey
I
guys,
didn't know
what are you
that.
guys
We
doing
need to
today?
talk later.
Yeah, we do. You let me know, girl. I got you.
I didn't know that. See, I'm learning.
You're doing
great
me a
things
solid.
today.
I
Bikini
get you.
season's coming. So, just saying.
But I'm
We
real
gotta
proud
talk
of
it.
you
Oh,
because
thank you.
it's
So
difficult
let's
to
move on to the
stay, yeah.
conversation because,
You didn't want to quit 10 years ago.
yeah.
No, I when I began my career, my journey going towards being a probation officer, I knew that when I was 13. I told my parents that when I was 13, I was going to be a probation officer. No, I did not have my own probation officer. So
Why are you looking at?
I'm just looking at you.
You weren't judgmental. You weren't gonna say
People were
it.
looking at me. How did you know about probation?
Well, that was the question, but
Yeah,
no,
but it
we
wasn't
didn't-
because we
didn't-
thought you
didn't-
were.
Come on.
Hey,
13.
I just knew, and
That's cool though. And
it-
was
yeah.
anybody in your family law enforcement or anything like that?
No,
And this
no.
is just something that
No.
a 13-year-old kid said one
Yeah.
day.
Where'd you see it? How did you
Barney Miller
learn about it?
It's got to be.
You
somewhere.
know, I am a firm believer that often we're shown our path in different ways. And sometimes, the majority of the time, we don't follow what we know our journey should be.
Yeah, we are
Right.
stubborn.
You know,
Yes.
and for me, I was as a kid coming up, I was always championing for the underdog. You know, I didn't allow people to bully other kids, so I had a presence to see if somebody was getting bullied. I'd go and leave. I'd be scared too,
Let me
but
ask
I
you
would
this then,
stand
because-
next to
because
them and
this
say
makes it
no.
interesting.
Wow.
When you were that little, were you big also?
No, you know.
So you weren't the intimidating.
I
Hey, leave that kid alone. And
No.
Well, no, because
I
it stands
spent my
reason, right?
skinny years thinking I was fat. That's societal.
Yeah,
Okay, I think that's a societal
Well, no, I
thing.
mean,
So
tall at least, though.
Yeah, I'm short in my family.
Really?
In women, right? So
Right.
most of the women in my family are like 5'10". My daughter is 6 foot.
Yeah, your daughter is really
right.
tall.
And so
I've never
at
met
5, I say at 5'9", but I'm more like 5'8". Seven
Still
and
taller than
3/4.
us. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're still bigger than me. Most people are taller than me.
So no, it wasn't that. I have 4 brothers, and I was second oldest of the 4.
Okay.
So you have your training grounds in the house when you have to learn. I grew up in the city.
Oh, there
We
you go.
had to fight, you know.
Yeah,
My
definitely.
kids have never
What part of the city?
experienced San Francisco and Bayview. First, it started in
Wow, you were in
Hunters
Bayview.
Point first.
Oh, and
Hunters Point. Then my
Dude.
parents bought a home in Bayview,
Right.
and we went to Fremont Elementary School, and then but I just had a sense of social justice and.
Wow.
You know, it
That's
just
a beautiful thing.
You know, and I think those are things are innate. You either are or you aren't, you
Right.
know. And so
do you think there was a trigger? Something that set you on that?
something that would make me, I mean, I didn't even get a chance to start investigating it until I got to high school when you have a
Right.
career center, right?
Yeah.
But I told my mom when I was 30, I'm going to be a probation officer. And
Did you
she
even know what the
says,
word meant?
A little, probably from books and novels that I had written,
Right.
or read. But I don't know. It was what it was for
You
me.
said it and did it.
And I stayed the course.
Dude,
through
this
that.
girl has got like goal issues. Like she's just gonna crush it.
I know.
That's impressive.
I wouldn't be surprised she has a big S underneath
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Hey, this is a PG show. Come on, cut it out.
the. Hey, it's a superhero reference.
Okay.
All right, it's a superhero reference.
So, did you hear that news that they're going to turn Superman into a black man? Did you hear about that?
Well,
Because you're saying that, you know, and I could see that in you because you are, for the most part, a superwoman in that you champion all these kids who you thought were being bullied.
Even when you were scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you jumped into a job where you have a lot of bullies.
Yeah,
And that's all
yeah.
that's all there ever was in that particular
Pretty
job.
much, yeah.
And here you are now, you know, you've lost 130 some odd pounds and you're going strong. And you I've never seen you with a sad face whatsoever.
Did you see when she talked about I'm a cancer survivor?
Yeah,
was
she's
there like
she was
at no
happy.
point was there
Yeah, a lull in you know.
yeah, not even like
Survivors,
no micro
pity of
expression of
nothing.
anything, nothing.
But this is amazing. I mean, you
It
really
is.
are a superwoman. So I you know.
that environment.
I don't think that, you know, whether 007 is a brother or Superman or
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is the,
Right.
you know, I just think that universally as people, we're all super people. We all have our superpowers, whatever that might be.
Right.
And so the face that's portrayed, if it's portrayed in a manner that gives you a sense of justice and fairness and appreciation and power, you
Right.
know, I think that if the actor or actress comes up and takes on those roles and really makes it theirs, and folks just see it for what it is, like Black Panther, you know.
Oh man, what did he do for the
like so
generation,
many
right?
other movies
Yeah,
that
that's
we see,
crazy.
was universally just the biggest of
Yeah.
all of the franchise, and I love all the
So
superheroes.
it's the message above anything
Yeah,
else.
it's
Like
the
the packaging
message.
is
Yeah,
whatever, but
yeah.
if the message gets across, then it's a good thing.
Yeah, we have to get past. You know, we are Black. The first thing you
Yes.
see when I walk in the room, you are brown. You know, when you walk in the room, that's what you see first.
Right.
And
No matter what anybody
no matter
says.
what, no matter how
what
you're
it-
dressed, no matter what comes out of your mouth. And so from there, you hope that the person that you're connecting with or meeting with, maybe for the first time, will receive you as an individual and not as, oh, this Black woman just walked in the room. You know.
Yeah, I get that a lot too. Even with being Asian, especially
Yeah.
nowadays, because
Oh, for a second there, I thought you were saying that you walk into a room and people think, "Oh, this Black woman." But, sorry.
when I have the wigs, I look at that way. When I'm
gonna
wearing
work
that,
on
yeah,
it,
when I got the wig on,
Yeah.
definitely. But
Yeah.
We'll help him with his extensions
yeah,
later.
but with the culture these days, because of COVID and all that, and and
Oh,
China
even more
and
so
Asia.
now. Yeah.
I just read an article with this guy from, I think it was Arizona somewhere. Guy was just out for a walk, and Asian guy, but he was Filipino. He got beat up and he died.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think that. Wait a minute.
Well,
what do you-
just a couple nights ago in San Francisco, at a laundromat, two
Yeah.
gentlemen, two
Yeah.
young guys attacked an older Asian man, like 67, I think
because
he was.
he was Asian.
Just
and
because,
it's crazy, like you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
that the people don't see the person.
No.
Yeah.
They just see the color
Yeah.
or the face and say, oh,
The ideas associated
yeah,
with that.
everything.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because those people that are getting hurt didn't create what these people think they did.
Yeah.
And they're just lashing out. And in one sense, you almost feel bad because you understand that maybe somebody in their family did blah, blah, blah,
Right.
but there's no excuse
No, there's no excuse
for the stuff that they're
There's
doing.
just no excuse for violence.
Right.
There's no excuse for racism. There's no excuse for any of these things.
Right.
And so you would hope that, again, that's ignorance.
Oh,
you
yes.
know?
Well, exactly.
And it's
Yeah,
ignorance.
definitely.
And,
Sadly.
and when you see that, you automatically know, well, that's an ignorant person doing this attack on this person because I don't even know them.
Right.
And so, I'm like I said, my friends often tell me, you're going to get hurt. And because when I see something or I hear something, I say something.
Oh.
And so even to this day, my kids will go, you did what? You said what, Mom? And I said, it's just not within me
To let it go.
to just see it and not do something and not say something, because often all you need is a voice.
Right.
A physical presence, and like I said, I might be trembling here given whatever circumstances going on. I'm not going to see somebody with a gun and then I do not have that. Okay? But I'm
not
going to pick up the
bulletproof, yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to call. I'm going to go, hey, let them know,
Yeah.
use your voice, to speak up and to help. So, and a lot of people are afraid to do that,
You are so true.
Yeah.
I remember, I do security work, and people are getting, I worked at the Plaza over in Daly City, where they have the theater, and I'm walking around, and over there they have how many theaters in there? They have like 6 or whatever it is, and one weekend they had a 50 Cent movie going on, a Disney movie going on, and some other, right? But that's a catalyst of
it can be,
of craziness.
Yeah.
Because right there in that part of Daly City, you have San Francisco just on the other side.
Right.
You have 5 or 6 schools, Jefferson, and all these other, El Camino down the ways. So everybody converges to this one spot on a Friday night. I mean,
Yeah.
we had this one kid, definitely underage, about 17 maybe, takes out of the bathrooms the soap stuff, pours it into the water fountain. Bubbles go all over the place.
Wow.
Cops are called, because cops are stationed there.
Right,
They
right.
called him back up, and this kid is now squirting at the cops. He's squirting at me. I mean, they had to call in a couple of squad cars.
Yeah.
And there was, them. They're like, no, we're going to have 6 or 7 guys jump on this 17-year-old kid.
Right.
And it's unfortunate, but what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why,
What's
No,
going
we
on
get
with
that,
you?
but
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
So what did you see in your career the things that cause these kids to end up in probation.
Exactly.
Um,
And this is the
wow.
meat of the conversation, folks. This is why we got here, because, like in our last conversation with Scott, he had to deal with a lot of kids who were in juvenile and whatever else. And that brought us to you.
Yeah, it for me, I'll just start off. When I started my career, our training ground was the juvenile hall. So you just didn't come